Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is time for another segment of Healing Conversations. Of course, my guests are not here yet, but it's okay. I'm going to start anyway without them. Amen. So, welcome. I'm going to give you guys time to just to come on in to say, please say hello when you come on in and let us know that you're watching, uh, so that we can acknowledge you guys and say hello. So take some time. We want you to share. We want you to like it. We want you to start a watch party. Give us some hearts. Give us some thumbs up. Let us know if you're watching. Say hello if you're watching. Either whether you're on um, on the Mount Lebanon page, or if you're on Thrive's page, or if you're on my page and you're watching. Please say hello so that we know that you're on and that you have joined us here tonight with Healing Conversation. So we're so glad that you're here with us tonight, and we're going to talk about some stuff. And soon, Tamika will be on. She's trying to, make some mashed potatoes, stuff like that. So, and then Tasha with Divas and Sisterhood will be on soon as well. We don't have Marlon with us today. She's still in Georgia, so we are praying for safe travels for her and that she will enjoy her trip while she's there. But you guys are here, and we're so glad that you are here with us today. So take some time and tell everybody that Healing Conversations is on and that we're ready to talk. We're ready to have some good conversations, and we're here. So let everybody know. Start a watch party. Share it. Like us. Say hello. And we'll be starting in a few minutes. No. All right, so we're back. Well, so if you're out there, please say hello. So we'll know who's watching. Kate, if you're out there and you're watching, hello. I never get a chance to say hi to you. So if you're watching out there, please let us know if you're joining us. Say hello and like us, and and you let us know how you're doing. Let us know how you're doing. All right. Let us know how you're doing as you're preparing for, in this holiday season. I was talking to someone earlier today, and we had an interesting conversation, um, and I was thinking about it later today, and thinking about how we're really feeling about where we are right now, or just how we're feeling about things that are going on and happening in our lives. I mean, we know that the holidays are upon us. So do you find yourself right now excited about the holidays being here? Um, do you find yourself, excited about just general things in life that maybe you were um, that maybe you would normally be excited about, saying, do you find yourself being excited about the things that are happening in your life, and where your life is going, you know or are you finding yourself not particularly being excited about new things in the midst of what we're dealing with and what we're going through? So um, I wanted to kind of put that out there to you guys. And if you want to, please put it in the chat, and let us know how you're feeling. If if you feel like, if you're feeling excited about the holidays, if you're not feeling excited about the holidays, then why aren't you feeling, why do you feel like you're not feeling excited about um, some of the things that, that you may be experienced that normally would excite you and, and make you happy and joyful, but you find yourself right now, not feeling as happy or joyful or as excited as you normally would um, when when great things, or great changes, happen in your life. Because sorry, I need some water. Um, um, because I was finding, just in a conversation today about, I had a friend of mine who is about to release a book with some other friends, and she wasn't feeling excited about it, and she was wondering, to herself, why am I not excited about this great thing that's getting ready to happen. So it got me thinking and wondering, what I'm saying, like how many people are really in that place, what I'm saying, because we are we're kind of dealing with, a lot of different things, and we are going through a lot. And is it hard? Are you finding it hard right now to get excited about, some of the simple things that you normally would get excited about? Or, are you finding it hard to be joyful about some of the good things that are going on in your life and that is happening to you? Or are you finding it difficult or hard to um get into this, get festive into the season of the holidays like you normally do? So if you're out there and you're listening, and put it in the chat, or let's have a conversation about that. Like, how you feeling about what you're, what you're dealing with. Are you in your joyful, always joyful, happy go lucky mood, what I'm saying? Or have you been finding yourselves in the last couple of months or even weeks kind of not feeling as joyful as you would normally be, or as joyful as you would want to be? So let me know. And managing two screens so that I can see. Okay, so let me know if you're out there and you're watching, and you have some questions about that, or wondering why you may be wondering why you're feeling that way, um, and have you noticed it at all? Have you noticed that you haven't been as joyful as normal or usual, or as happy as you would like to be, or like as you normally are during this time um, of year, during this type of year? So let me know how you're feeling. I know for some people it probably is. You may be, feeling that way because you're kind of overwhelmed now. You're kind of
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
um you're tired, you're anxious, you're overwhelmed, overworked, because even though you're working from home, you're still doing, you find yourself working longer days, longer hours, and those type of things. So sometimes when you're tired and overwhelmed and you're exhausted, it can be hard to feel joyful. What I'm saying? And it can be hard to feel joyful and happy about those small things in life that that you should be excited about. Granted, um, maybe some things that you normally would be excited about, it could be difficult because hey Latrice, because you're not able to celebrate it like you would normally celebrate it, or to do um, a launch like you would normally do a launch, saying now, people are launching so many different things and we're doing it virtually instead of physically in a lot of places. So then um, that may take some of the excitement out of it in doing that. That may make it seem um, not as big, saying, because then there's not a lot of preparation. It's not a lot of things you got to do, and, those type of things. So sometimes, doing those things in the rush of um, doing different things kind of um, gets you in that excited mode, and gets you in that feeling of excitement because, you're doing things and you are you're preparing and things like that. And so I guess, when you think about doing things virtually or doing virtual launches and things like that, some of the excitement is not there because there's not a lot of preparation in that. It's not a lot of hands-on things that you literally have to do. So then the excitement for you kind of wears off, or it takes a minute for you to get excited about it um, because you don't feel the rush of it. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. Tell me how you're feeling, out there. How are you feeling about just the general things that are happening in your life? And have you noticed a decline in how you're feeling with um the good things that have been happening to you, um, the blessings that been happening to you, and have you been excited about it, or have you been like, okay, well, has your excitement been minimal instead of big, like it normally is when you're excited about different things? So go ahead and put it in the chat. Let me know. Um, how you're feeling about that, and because we know that during the holiday season, during this type of season, you know, it can be difficult and it can be hard. But we want to know how you're coping with it, but and also know, um, have you noticed a decline in your excitement about the little things that's going on around you, and those type of things. So, if you're out there and you're listening, put it in the chat. Let us know, um, and let's have a conversation. Mm-mm. Let's have a conversation. Are you out there? Because sometimes it can be hard to feel excited about things. Sometimes, nowadays it can be because we're, we're dealing with so much, and then, then you get some bad news, and then, that bad news kind of trumps everything, and then it takes you back down to a place where, right now you can't get excited about uh, some of the things that's going on, in your life that's great or that's wonderful or good. And so you find yourself just, kind of just feeling okay, you know, and feeling, you know, like you're just there, in the moment, sometimes. So so when I was talking, earlier, with a friend of mine, and we were talking about, the lack of her excitement and things like that. But, and so, like I said, it started me thinking about that, and started me also thinking about, you know, um, when you think that, okay, well, this great thing is happening to me, so I'm supposed to act this type of way, what I'm saying, because this great thing is happening to me. So then we put expectations, on ourselves in regards to, how we're supposed to react, how we're supposed to respond to, um, to the different things that are going on around us, what I'm saying. And sometimes those expectations we put those expectations on ourselves. And then when we put those expectations on ourselves, um, we can tend to, um, put ourselves in a different level where we get disappointed because we're not at the level that we want to be, what I'm saying, because you're not experiencing things like you want to experience, or because you're not feeling the way that you think you should feel, what I'm saying, because society and you know so many people say that this is how you should act when this happens, and this is how you should respond when this happens, and things like that. And so when you um put those expectations on yourself, and so then you fight to get yourself to the standard of what everybody else thinks, instead of just being where you are in that moment, what I'm saying. And then if you're in that moment and you're like, okay, well, I should be excited about this, but I'm not as excited as I think I should be. So then why do you feel like you should be excited? And then the other question is, then why aren't you excited? Saying what's going on around you, or what's going on that you feel your sense of excitement or heightened excitement is diminished or has diminished. So then you have to take a step back and look at, what's actually going on. Um, Latrice said that her excitement has been minimal because of the major distractions, including COVID. It's hard to separate myself mentally from all the struggles and isolation that we experience as a whole. Thank you, Latrice. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. And that's what this conversation is about. It's about, you know, actually being able to recognize that your excitement right now and your joyfulness right now is kind of minimal. What I'm saying? And it is minimal because of the major distractions that we're having across the nation, what I'm saying, because of COVID, and the numbers are rising now, so people are getting distracted by that, and they're scared and they're afraid. And it is hard to separate those things when it's like ongoing, and it's been ongoing, for months. And so then where do you go and what do you do with that? What I'm saying, when you find yourself in that place where you can't get excited, or you're not getting excited about some of the simple joys in life because of the major distractions that are going on around the world, the major distractions that are going on in your family or in your community, you know, um, and those things. So it's like it's hard. It really is hard because it's like I said earlier. When you find yourself not just tired from what you have to do and what you deal with, what I'm saying, because some of us are emotionally tired, some of us are physically tired. you know um your stress levels are higher because of the distractions that's going on because of COVID and because of those things. And so, thank you, Latrice, for saying that, say that your excitement is minimal. How many of you can recognize with, um, what Latrice just wrote, that, her excitement is minimal because of the major distractions, including like COVID and the things that we're dealing with and experiencing on a whole. What I'm saying, because it's in the news, it's on social media, it's on YouTube, it's on the radio. It's like you can't escape it unless you just turn everything off. Am I right? You can't escape it unless you turn everything off, or if you just keep it on Hallmark Channel like I do all day long. Yeah, after I watch the news, I watch Hallmark. Well, not really watching it when I'm working, but it's on. But still, So and I watch them, and I use the Christmas movies to kind of like keep my uh trying to keep my spirit upbeat. Normally this time around this time of year, I'm like playing Christmas music all the time, or right after Thanksgiving, I'm like Christmas music, Christmas music, Christmas music. But I realized that the other day that I haven't even been playing a lot of Christmas music. One, I don't go out much because so then I'm not in my car listening to music, you know. And when I'm in the house, I'm working, and sometimes I'll put it on. I think I'll probably put some Christmas music on twice since Thanksgiving. Probably two times since Thanksgiving. Yeah. Other than being in my car. But I'm just like, yeah. So it's like, that minimal excitement of playing the Christmas music. And, I do sing Christmas carols around the house, occasionally, Um, and then Tamika comments, and then I stop singing. And but yeah, so have you realized, or have you sensed a less sense of an your excitement level is minimal. What I'm saying? Your joy is kind of minimal, what I'm saying, because of what we're going on. Even though, you know, your joy is supposed to, as long as you're anchored in the Lord, that joy is supposed to be there, but sometimes it can be difficult, and it can be hard to feel joyful when we have a lot of things going on around us, and we are dealing with so much stuff that is in the media, on the news, and on TV. And because it's different when you're experiencing what you're experiencing in your own little world, but now everybody around you is experiencing the same thing. Saying everybody on your block, everybody in your community, everybody in your family is experiencing the same thing. It's not like you know, when you're in DC and we have a snowstorm, but your family in South Carolina and Georgia don't are not getting the snow. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a snowstorm in New York, but it's not snowing here in DC. You know what I'm saying? It's different. That's different now when you got COVID in DC, you got COVID in Maryland, you got COVID in North Carolina, you got COVID, your family dealing with COVID in Florida, you got family dealing with COVID in South Carolina and New York and everywhere. So it's like, wow. So it's like, in terms of finding your happiness sometimes, or just, trying to find yourself, trying to help yourself be excited about the things that you're experiencing, that you're going through, can be difficult, and it can be hard. Yes. So we're still waiting for Tasha to sign on. If you're out there, Tasha, I sent you a text message already. And Tamika is making some mashed potatoes. So I'm going to be eating some mashed potatoes later. And she makes good mashed potatoes too. Mm-hmm. Yes, she does. She's she told me not to put her business out in the street, but she can make some good mashed potatoes. So yeah. So do you remember our challenge from last week? Has anybody been doing it? I mean, I noticed now I did post, we posted it on Facebook. We shared it out and everything like that. And we've gotten a few shares. But like we said, so this was a simple challenge that we put out there about, bless people, blessing people, and to make this a challenge. And it's so interesting how the things that we choose to post everywhere, and then the things that can be somewhat meaningful, we don't. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But people could be in that place that we're talking about, that place, that place of excitement, even though sometimes people do get excited about being able to give during the holiday season, and being able to share and be a blessing to somebody. But this year people may not be in that place, but we encourage you that if you are, be a blessing to someone else. Really, be a blessing to someone else, because there are a lot of people out there reverting. There are a lot of people out there who are in need, and being a blessing to someone else. I was I did a webinar yesterday on the holiday blues, and one of the speakers had said something about being a blessing to someone else, and how, you know, being a blessing to someone else can be so minimal and so small. It could be the simple fact that you just took some time to pray for that person, to pray for someone else outside of your circle that you normally pray for, or to send someone a message that you haven't talked to in a while. What I'm saying? That message in itself could be a blessing to them, or that phone call could be a blessing to them. And or just that message saying, you know what, I'm praying for you. You are on my mind, and I'm saying a prayer um, for you right now. What I'm saying? That's a blessed person. That's blessed people blessing people. You know, blessed people blessing people are not. It's not just about being able to buy something for someone or purchase things. It could be the simplest thing as um, saying a prayer for someone, offering prayer to someone, calling someone, sending a text message, putting a little card in the mail. Doesn't have to be anything in the card. The mere fact that you thought of them and decided to put it in the mail, you will be surprised how many people will be just grateful just to hear from you, you know, and to be that you can be a blessing in doing that just by sending a card, sending a text message, or sending an email or something like that, just to say, say hello. I was thinking about you, and I wanted to drop your note, and I wanted to say hello. So, if you're out there and you're want to engage in our conversation, could Latrice, I can always count on Latrice to share. Latrice has already shared about her minimal feeling of excitement. We want to know what you're feeling and what's going on with you, and how are you feeling, during this time of this holiday season, even though it's like, how are you making it joyful for yourself, and how are you getting yourself excited, are you finding it hard and difficult um, to do that? So you're out there, share, like, let us know if you're watching, say hello. We want to hear from you. We want to have some conversation about this. What's the day? Wednesday. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. So what are you finding it hard to get excited about? So some of the things that we're gonna do later on in the month, as we wrap up the new year. We will, we do plan to end healing conversations on a very, high and fun festive note, in a few weeks. And then, when we'll be back in the new year with more guests that we're working on and lining up, some great topics that we're looking at to have and to talk about. So if you have a topic out there that you would like to see a discussion about, give us, inbox me, let me know about some of your interests. We do have some people who are going to come on and talk about some different things. We're going to address a lot of different things in the new year, mental health, medical, possibly do some food segments and just some different things, and just be creative, and let the Lord guide us as we continue with our healing conversations um, during the new year. So if you're out there and you're listening, um, we've talked about that excitement, and if you're finding it difficult to get excited about the holidays, let us know. If you need help and need somebody to talk to, let us know. Um, so if you're out there and you're listening, let me know what you're thinking about, and if you're excited or not. If you're not excited, then have you been able to, do you know why you're not excited? I know, I guess it's like it could be hard to be excited because you can't do a lot of the things that you would normally do around this time, like um the different like activities or Christmas parties and things like that, and buying your little gifts, to take to Christmas parties, to do the white elephant, and to do those things. So you're not going to be doing a lot of that, or any of that this holiday season. So how are you feeling about that? I'm still not. I haven't put my lights up yet, but they're almost up. They're halfway up. They're halfway up. You know. Um, but I haven't been out to see if I've seen any lights up yet. But I know people have put up their trees and things like that, and it's just like is do you have that sense of urgency to do those things now? Or are you finding yourself like, oh well, it's okay, not trying to do too much through the holidays because you're not going to have your family and friends around you like you would want to, those type of things. So then what are you doing, and how are you dealing with that? How are you dealing with not being able to do those things and stuff? I'm kind of excited about it, to some degree. Like I'm just like thinking about what could because it's just me and my sister. So like what are we going to do on Christmas Day to make it kind of festive and fun for us, or whatever, stuff like that, you know and just like having a day of movies and games, just you know just me and her, or whatever, things like that. Maybe get some Wii action on, or something, some type of fun, or maybe beat her in speed or something, that kind of stuff. I'm saying that because I know she can't hear me because she's blending back there. So, yeah. So yeah. So we, want to know those things, and um, just like it's a lot of stuff going on, like the vaccine. Everybody, heard about the vaccine that's coming. That's that's out, or now they talk about if they have side effects or whatever, and how many of you really would be ready to take it? I know I'm not. Nope. Nope. No. Mm-mm. So, so you got that out there, and they're talking about that, and you just like, I'm thinking to myself, how in the world can you have a vaccine so fast for something that supposedly hasn't even been out there that long? But you don't have a cure for some of the things that people have been dealing with ages for ages. That's interesting to me. Is that interesting to you? You talking to me? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know I ain't gonna take this up. That's right, Latrice. I'm just like, it's no way. How in the world are you? Do you have a vaccine for something that that people just started, getting? Like it hasn't even been what you would say a year yet or anything, and you got something that fast that could cure it or help it, but you don't. You've been working to cure so many other diseases, in a lifetime, and you still haven't done it yet. But you got a vaccine that you expect people to be willing and wanting to take. Nope, that's a negative over here. Big hard negative. But anyway, what I'm saying. But like we said, that's something else that people are starting to worry about. They're starting to think about, if they're gonna be forced to take it or not. And so it's a lot of things that's going on. It's a lot of things that we're dealing with, and you're trying to make the holidays festive. You're trying to make it good for everybody and even for yourself. But then you got all this other stuff that's going on that, just minimizes your excitement. You know what I'm saying? That minimizes your your joy for a minute, because it's so hard. What I'm saying? Because when one moment you're joyful and the next minute you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened. Or, what? Oh, she's talking about her mashed potatoes. She hooking them up. She hooking up. She a little, well, she a chef a little bit, but like I was saying, so what we gonna do for Christmas? What we gonna be doing for Christmas is I'm gonna beat Tamika some speed, a couple rounds of speed, and we'll beat her in that. Ask the white girl she wanna play. Latrice, Tamika said, "Do you want to play speed with us?" So I'm probably gonna beat Tamika in speed, and I'll probably beat her in Connect Four. And we're gonna play spades if you want to play all that. And I will probably beat her in a, we might have a draw in Mancala, maybe, and yeah, but I'll probably beat her at Uno too, just saying, because I'm kind of whiz in those type of games, So she said probably not. But yeah, so what are some things that you're thinking about doing and things like that? It's I've been talking about the holiday blues for a while because I've been doing I've been doing webinars and talks on it because there are a lot of people who are dealing with that now, who are dealing with a lot in this season. And just like it's different when it's just you in your little bubble or in your world, but when you look around and it's just like everybody is
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
Everybody is struggling. Everybody is tired. Everybody is overwhelmed. um Everybody is just feeling something because of what we're dealing with, what we're going through. um and sometimes for many people it doesn't seem like an end in sight. um Latrice said we especially going to play spades because you always underbid. Tell Latrice. Hold on. Let me stop with these mashed potatoes real quick. She said what now? She said especially spades because she always underbids.
Okay, so because I know my pastor watches this segment, I'm going to keep it holy and sanctified. But Latrice, don't let me give you the right hand of fellowship when it come in the bad way. You see what I'm saying? Because the last time we played, I realized that you and Beverly don't know how to bid y'all hand.
Whatever. No, it was community service versus street. So community service, which is me and Latrice, beat the streets. Her and Dave. So they still, it's been 2 years and they still, upset about that. They're still upset. I quit in the midst. So, well, you can definitely see why it would be definitely difficult and hard not to be joyful around here because when you live with a comedian, it is it's kind of hard not to be.
Watch your mouth.
It's kind of hard not to be joyful and full of laughter oftentimes, So, um, but yeah. I just ignore her sometimes. Yeah. Just let it go in one ear and out the other. I've trained my mind to do that. Yep. She's back there whipping it up. So, how you doing? Where are you? I've said a whole lot, So if you're out there and you want to make a comment, make a comment. What's something that you're planning to do during the holidays to kind of help get your spirits up, kind of help get you a little bit excited about, even though we're in, dealing with what we're dealing with. Last year for Christmas, we had family here, and we know that's not going to happen this year because of COVID, but we do plan to do a family Zoom on either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and that maybe we can play some games, in that or whatever. So, what are you planning to do for the holidays to kind of get you in a festive mood or just in a joyful mood, just to be, kind of joyful and happy during this time? Saying when it's so hard to be joyful and happy. So let me know. Put it in the chat. What are you doing to do to just, to bring some joy, to yourself or to your family during the holiday season? I'm gonna type it in the chat. Latrice said being able to bless others always lifts her spirit. Oh, okay. So figure out how you're gonna bless me, and then I'll figure out how I'm gonna bless you. She said, "I love to see the children happy, and that really warms her heart." Tamika said, "Buy Lily electric toothbrush. That's what she bought for Christmas." So yeah, so what are you doing out there? I know Latrice is not the only one out there because I can see the numbers. So what are you doing to be to bring you some joy during this holiday season, and to to just maybe elevate your spirit a little bit, even though it may be kind of hard to do so during this time. What are you doing to do that? Remember, she want me to taste her mashed potatoes live on live on Facebook. Lord,
I don't think I need to add it up too.
If I kill over
Really?
her,
Let me choke you out real quick.
a little butter.
No, I put butter in it.
Really?
Yeah, I put the garlic butter. I put 2 of them in there.
I think it'd be a little smoother. Well, no, because you can add your own butter to it when you eat it. But it's good. I can taste the. Did you put some type of herb in it?
I put the parsley in it.
Okay, I can taste the herb.
I put a little bit of parsley in it.
And it's something else I can taste, but I don't know what it is. It's good though.
I put the cilantro in it.
Oh, that's what it is. That That cilantro brought out that. Yeah, that's what it is. Yep.
But I put a bowl and a half of the garlic butter in there.
Really? I can taste the cilantro though.
You think it need more butter?
No. Mm-mm. Um. Yeah. So yeah,
Thank you.
her mashed potatoes are good. They're good. They're good. So she got me sidetracked and stuff. I was asking the question. What was the question? Oh, my question was. So what are you doing? What are you going to do? What are you going to do to bring some joy or some excitement to just lift your spirits during this holiday season? We talked about blessing people. That's our challenge to you, is to be a blessing to someone else or to one individual this season, or to be a blessing to a family this season or this year coming up. We want you to do that. We want to be blessed people that bless, or that are blessing people, or that are in the blessing business. So what are you gonna do to help uplift your spirits and bring some joy to you and your family during this time, this season? What you're gonna cook, what you're not gonna cook. What are some of the things that you're planning on doing. So just let us know. Put it in the chat so we can see.
Or how you gonna do your shopping this year?
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing your shopping? You doing Amazon? Are you going into the stores, or what are you doing? Let's see what we got here on this one. I need to do. I need to expand my audience. So if you're out there, you're listening, let me go to my other page to see if I got any responses on there. Yeah, so what you doing? How are you uplifting yourselves, and how are you going to bring joy, bring joy to yourself during this time? Okay. Oh. Latrice said she's only doing online shopping. I feel you. I probably will too. Or I might do like a one-stop shop, and that's like TJ Maxx, and that's it. Because you can get a lot of stuff out of that. I can get a lot of stuff out of TJ Maxx. That's my joint. Get some candles and be good to go. Where do you shop online, Latrice? I shop at Amazon, and so I ordered a green screen from Amazon, and it's supposed to be here today. But as you can see, I don't have my green screen up, so I'm feeling some kind of way because it's supposed to come today, but I haven't seen UPS yet. Okay, they'll come banging on the door like 9:30, 10 o'clock, putting the package on the porch. I'm waiting for my green screen, so I can put my logo in the back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm out here. I'm waiting for you guys to. Anybody else that want to share what you're going to do, or what you're planning to do during the holiday? Just not necessarily during the holiday, but just what are you doing to help keep you kind of lifted, and to give your spirit or your heart, bless you, a little lift or joy or happiness. So Latrice says she shopping everywhere. She don't shop at Amazon, Walmart, Macy's, Nordstrom's, JC Penney's. Yeah, I gotta check Macy's and JC Penney's because I know Macy's got a set of pots that I want. So I'm gonna look on there. And they still on they 50% off and they're on sale. Yeah, that's just in case my Aunt Darcy's listening. I am gonna look on Macy's for that pot set you sent me. But if you want to, you know, be a blessed person, you know, to bless somebody else and you want to get it, then that's up to you. But yeah, I am gonna look on Macy's for that because it's a nice they have a nice pot set on sale. That's 50% off Latrice, just in case, you know. Just in the case you looking at the pots.
Case. Did you say just in the case?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Just in the case.
I said just in case, just in case. You know.
My new word.
That's she's talking about that's gonna be her new word, just in case. You know. I'm like, Tasha, where are you?
Okay, I can text
her. Okay, I done text her too. And see, both of them when we get on when we got like 15 minutes left in healing conversations or 10 minutes or something. You know, and then they're gonna want to talk and laugh and stuff and then extend us, you know, longer. While they had me on here talking for like 50 minutes by myself. You know. But next time, I'm just gonna send the link to Latrice, and me and Latrice just gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation, me and my best friend, on healing conversation next week. Okay, Latrice. Let's see if she's gonna respond. She probably laughing. Yeah, but I'm not doing that much shopping. For Christmas, everybody getting pajamas, you know, because the kids don't need it anymore. The parents can get the toys. You know, I'll get clothes or I'll get some pajamas. So if you're a little kid and you're in my life, you're gonna get some pajamas for Christmas. So if you're listening, you already know what you're gonna get. Okay? So be happy and be surprised when you get your pajamas. Not doing a lot of shopping. But I do plan to, to try to enjoy the holidays as much as I can. You know, we're doing some virtual family events, some virtual events with some family and friends, and just, allowing us to stay connected and be connected via Zoom or even like what we're doing now, So, we're going to have some great, wonderful surprises for you for our last healing conversations right before Christmas. So the Wednesday before Christmas will be our last healing conversation for the year. And then we will resume back in January after that. So we have two more. I think we got two more or three more. Let's see. Let me look at my calendar. All right. So we got two more healing conversations before Christmas. The 16th and the 23rd. The 23rd is going to be our last one for the year, and then we will resume back in January after the new year with our healing conversation. So our last one, we're working on it. It's gonna be fun and festive for everybody. So just be on the lookout for that to just have some fun, and we're gonna come on and help you guys get your spirits lifted and just have some laughter and fun in healing conversations, because healing conversations is not just about having serious conversations all the time. There is so much healing in laughter. There is so much healing in laughter. Did you know if you laugh 20 minutes a day? Let me look that up. That because I want to make sure I quote it right. I want to make sure that I quote it right, so you can realize how much laughter is how important laughter is important to you. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. Just give me a second to look it up. Okay, I think I found it. Let's see. Okay, so I found this thing. It says 11 reasons why, 11 reasons you should laugh it up. So, one is laughter is a sign of goodwill toward others. All right. Another one, laughter may reduce your blood pressure. Did you know that? Okay. Um, there is a wow. So there's such thing as laughter yoga. I've never heard of that. Hmm, interesting. What else? Let's see. Laughter can reduce anxiety and other negative emotions. Laughter boosts your immune system. Did you know that? Laughter is an immune booster. Laughter may act as a natural antidepressant. Mhm. You breathe better. Did you know that you breathe better after laughing? So it says that it turns out that a good bout of deep belly laughter can lead to increased heart rate, in better respiratory rate, and better oxygen consumption, which often happens during exercise. So that's why laughing for 20 minutes is good for your heart. It's good for your cardiovascular system. It's like, laughing for, for 20 minutes. It's just like, um, uh, could be a good form of exercise, for you. If you're not, especially if you're not a person that moves around a lot or can move around a lot, saying, put it on a comedy show or a good movie and get a good laugh. That good laughter for those 20 to 30 minutes is really healthy for your body. Number 8, laughter is good for your cardiovascular system. Your lungs aren't the only sorry about that. Um, so it's good for your lungs. We already said it's good for respiratory. Laughter calms stress hormones. Awesome. Social laughter can relieve pain. Number 11, laughter burns calories. That's why they say, doing it, it says 10 minutes, approximately 10 minutes of laughter, like watching a quick flick or a funny movie can help stimulate that and start to boost it elevates your heart rate. So when your heart rate is elevated, like you're doing exercise, it can help you burn about 10 calories in 10 minutes, as compared to those who do not laugh at all and don't burn any calories. That's interesting. So laughter is a part of healing. So our last healing conversations for the year is going to be full with laughter. It's going to be full with laughter, some Christmas cheer, and some Christmas joy, and just some little things that we've been working on or we've been trying to work on, some of us, to just make it a nice and joyful um, part of our healing conversations. Because, like we said, healing conversation is not just about always having deep, in-depth conversations, but it's also about the things that brings us joy, like laughter and happiness and those type of things. See, I told you 10 minutes before it's time and here she comes. Mhm. She let me talk for like 59 minutes.
That's good. That's all right. Talking is good for the soul. What makes you laugh, which is good for the laughter that comes from your soul. Just making stuff up as you go. What the heck?
Okay, because I'm like, you said because it's good for the laughter. Yeah. 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 She
Hey,
got the hot chocolate. Let's see your hot chocolate. Let me see your hot
really?
chocolate. She be thinking she doing something. But she didn't ask me if I wanted hot chocolate. She knew I was doing healing conversations, but she asked me if I wanted some.
Did you want some hot chocolate?
No, I'm good.
Animal. Bring animal.
She probably used all the whipped cream too and cinnamon. That's all right. I got marshmallows. Hey, Princeton.
I know. What's up, Coco?
What's up, Brent? An excellent stylist down in the Carolinas.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was some interesting. So did you hear anything interesting about the laughter and what it's good for? Like, boosting your immune system and helping with anxiety and those types of things. That's interesting. 7 health benefits. So we gotta laugh something. I mean, I know we got a lot going on, and maybe Latrice said, "Hey, Brent, we got a lot going on, and maybe you find it's hard to laugh about some things, but it says so some health benefits. So health benefits to laughter. We already said that it helps lower your blood pressure. So people who lower their blood pressure, um, laughter can help reduce their risk of uh, stroke and heart attacks.
Mm.
So it says grab your Sunday paper or some comics and flip through the pages and enjoy some laughter. And we already said laughter reduces stress hormones levels. Laughter works on your abs.
On your abs? Abs?
You're on your abs. Yep. Ooh, that means you don't have to do crunches.
No.
So they said when you're laughing, the muscles in your stomach expand and contract, similar to when you're doing intentional exercises and when you're intentionally exercising your abs. Oh, that's interesting. So it says add laughter to your ab routine and make getting a toned tummy more enjoyable.
So, question.
Well, we can hear your TV.
What?
We can hear your TV.
So, if laughter does all this good stuff for your body, do you think comedians are holistic doctors? I need to charge a little more than what I've been charging. Think about that. Just think about it for a while now.
That's now that Brista said, say what now? That now, okay. Now I ain't never heard that. You know what?
I'm just saying, you can combine professions.
Okay. Yes. Uh uh so we know it says laughter improves his cardiac health. Laughter is a great cardio workout, especially for those who are incapable of doing other physical activities due to injury or illness. It gets their heart pumping and it burns a similar amount of calories per hour as walking at a slow, moderate pace. So laugh your heart into health.
Mm, that's
I
good.
like that. It also boosts your T cells, which we talked about the immune system, your system. Um, Laughter triggers the release of endorphins, and laughter produces a general sense of well-being. So laugh more. Laugh more. Hey, Merlin. Yes. No, Merlin. No, another coworker, an old coworker. Yes. So laughter is good for the soul. It's good for your body. It's good for your heart. So laughter is good. It can keep you healthy. You can burn calories when you're laughing. So find a good comedy show, a good comedian, and laugh. What you eating?
Mango.
See, she don't like sharing stuff. Mm-mm-mm. So we know what, yeah. So laugh. A lot of people find it difficult. I know you can find it difficult to laugh during this time, but there are some things and people we can laugh at. There are so many benefits to laughing. We already heard them. So we encourage, try to find some ways to put some more laughter in your life. You know, um, find more things where you can just laugh about. Sometimes instead of crying about things, maybe just laugh about it. Just be like, you know what, I can't even believe that this is happening, and just laugh. It's good for your heart. Laughter is good for your whole well-being. Don't know if it's going to if a comedian should be a holistic doctor.
I think it should.
You know,
I think it should. I'm gonna send a memo.
you're going to send a memo to who?
Comedians are us.
Comedians are us.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a new movement. Me Too movement.
it's a new movie.
Movement.
A movie.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on to what? Because you're the one that came in on the end of, at the most end of the
What's happening?
conversation. You don't have nothing to say?
Nope.
What? She don't got nothing to say. Can you believe that?
Don't comment, bro.
She's speechless, Latrice. Tamika ain't never speechless, is she? Have you found yourself getting excited about anything? Or do you find yourself, like Latrice, finding yourself having a minimal excitement about stuff because of what we're going through?
You asking me?
Yeah.
You said what now?
When I was asking the question about, have you asking people if you found yourself being less excited about different things, like little small things and stuff, What? Do you understand the question?
Say that again.
Okay. So we know that, you experience different things or whatever. So do you find yourself in a place where you're less excited about just things, like less excited about the holidays or, stuff like that?
Me personally, no.
Okay.
I don't do holidays.
Well, we're not talking about, we're just saying, in general.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you always do it even during the pandemic?
I mean, I just roll with the punches.
Okay.
I ain't saying I'm always joyful. It's just I ain't always saying I'm not joyful either.
Okay. Oh well, you came on to have healing conversation, but it's all good. Okay. And it's okay because it's time for Bible study.
It's what?
It's time for Bible study now. Mm-hmm. So I'm not trying to be late, even though it already started. But next time, hopefully, she'll get on time, or at least 20 minutes in, or whatever. But we want you to look forward to our fun and joyful holiday healing conversation special that we're going to have on the 23rd. So remember that. Don't forget, be blessed people. Blessed people is the challenge that we have out there. So we have it. It's posted on my Facebook page. Share it. Challenge your friends and family to be a blessing to someone or a family during this holiday season. That could mean a prayer. That could mean a phone call, a text. Whatever it is that is in your capacity to do so or in your heart to do so. Say you do however the Lord leads you. So always, we thank you for joining us for Healing Conversations tonight. We thank you for joining us every week. We pray and hope that you got something out of this and that we'll think of some ways to lift your spirits during the holiday season, to lift your spirits while we're in the midst of this pandemic, and just to feel excited about just life itself, even though we have a lot of distractions and we're going through a lot of things. Always remember, we say, mask up, lather up, sleeve up. Keep your mask on. Keep yourself safe, keep your family safe. Our numbers are rising. If you're in need of help of anything, medical, mental, emotional, housing, or anything like that, please don't hesitate to give me a call at 202-765-1435. We are here to help you, no matter where you live, no matter where you are. You could be in New York, you could be in Florida. Give us a call. It doesn't matter. We thank you for watching and enjoying us today. Remember always that your energy is your own medicine. Good night, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.